Okay. All right. So again, welcome to my lovely ladies. I am Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley, your host for the afternoon and your facilitator of holistic health and wellness. And if you could just go around in the circle, let's pretend we're in a circle. First, let's hug each other, give each other a virtual hug. It's so important that we hug. Do you know that even if we're just hugging ourselves, if you get a hug every day from someone, even if it's yourself, you are adding life to your being, okay? Because hugging, it releases all of those wonderful endorphins and serotonins and other ins that, we want to feel loved, we want to feel treasured, and we want to feel and understand and acknowledge and affirm that we are enough just as we are. So I'd like to start the introduction with Charlene. Okay, tell me your name, tell me where you're from, and then tell me one thing about how you're feeling today.
Okay, I'm Charlene Pina. I currently live in Las Vegas, and I'm actually feeling pretty good today. Lots of positive things have been happening last month or so.
Awesome, awesome. And Katrina.
Hey, my name is Katrina Neal. I'm currently in South Carolina, but I'm originally from Las Vegas. And actually today's been a really good day. Yesterday was kind of rough, but I had a big, huge breakthrough. I woke up this morning and everything was bright and shiny. I don't know how else to explain it.
That's what I want to hear. And Dr. Trina Wiggins.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Trina Wiggins. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, originally from Oakland, California. And today I am feeling energized.
Yes. And the lovely Brandy.
Hi, I'm Brandy Lewis. I'm currently living in Las Vegas also. And today I feel very rested and calm and good.
Good. I'm going to share with you why you're all feeling so sunny and bright in a minute. And we'll go to my BFF in DC, Karen Turner, Esquire.
Hello, I am not on camera because I have a dog that's constantly in my back, so I didn't think he'd be a good soother.
We can relate to the dogs in our house too.
Yes, so I'm from Washington, D.C., which is where I currently live. And I actually pulled a muscle in my leg, so I'm actually a little sore today, but other than that, I'm feeling good.
Okay, and then the beautiful Clea Covey from the East Coast.
Okay, hi, my name is Clea Covey, like you said, and I'm feeling awesome today. I feel really good. And this is my first time being on Zoom, so.
This is wonderful. It's wonderful. Zoom is a wonderful thing. And one of the reasons I want to share with you now why you're feeling so great today is today, June 20th, 2020, is the summer solstice.
Mm-hmm.
So the summer solstice is a wonderful time of year, especially for our feminine energies, because this gives us an opportunity to refuel and recharge and redefine ourselves. How are we going to be for the next 6 months of this year? And when you think about it, it's up to us individually. We cannot control what's going on around us, but we can control ourselves and what's going on within. Now, one thing that I want to touch upon here is the fact that we as a collective, and we in this country globally, are experiencing trauma at a peak that we've never experienced before. The wonderful thing is that we are experiencing it collectively. So when we reach out to like-minded, like-spirited women, men, children, pets that give us that good energy, that good resilience, that's who we want to surround ourselves with. And the fact that we are, and I'm using this word purposefully, assaulted every day. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits. We might wake up feeling wonderful, and then by noon, we're fatigued, we're lethargic, we're kind of feeling blah. We might be feeling a little anxious. So I'm going to kind of help you today with some healing, some holistic healing therapies. I'm going to share a few of my products so that we can kind of switch our mindsets, okay, and align our physical, align our bodies and align our spirits so that we can basically get our acts together and so that we can function as whole beings and as women so that our glow up will continue to elevate. All right. So the first thing that I was very specific about before we gathered today, I wanted you all to come into a space that you considered safe for yourselves, that was sacred for yourselves, that you wanted to be comfortable in, whether you're sitting up, whether you're laying down, whether you're on your side, just so you're comfortable. And those of you I know who have diffusers, I recommended my essential diffuser oils, which are not only wonderful for creating an ambiance, but the essential oils that I use in my blends, they will help you to sleep, they will energize you, and they will release any type of endorphins. And why is that? Because I blend with essential oils, and as a clinical aromatherapist, I know which oils to blend so that they adapt to what you need. So some of you who have experienced my diffuser oils before, do you want to add something? Do you want to throw something out about my diffuser oil blends?
I will say that they smell wonderful, first of all, and they do create an atmosphere of relaxation, of calm, and I'm convinced that even my dog is impacted by them.
Yes.
I don't know if that's intentional, but he sits right under it and
Yep.
he just chills out.
Yeah, yeah, it's intentional. I tell you, the beauty of the science of aromatherapy is that aromatherapy hits that little part in the back of right at the base of our neck, at the beginning of our spinal cord, called the limbic area, the limbic part of the brain. And that's the part of the brain really that it's so little, it's like a pea size. You know, I don't know, I'm like from a lot of different places, including Kentucky and Cleveland and Alabama and New Orleans and native New Yorker, that's what I claim. But, you know, back in the day, I used to hear like my aunts, you know, if they were scolding, never me, because I was always good. And my nannies were, you know,
Always good
saying,
enough never to get caught.
Yeah.
exactly. You know, get your pea head over here, and I'm gonna, you know, slap you in your, not slap you, but knock you upside in your pea head. Well, that pea is literally the base. My boy cousins would always get knocked upside the head, but that's because they were bad. But that little base, the pea at the base right here, that is responsible for balancing our hormones, for controlling our cholesterol levels, for regulating our heart rates, for balancing our circulation, for affecting our endorphins, so that one limbic part of the brain helps to calm and soothe and stabilize our entire body, mind, and spirit. And one of the things that I like to do in my workshops is we always begin with breath, right? The breath of life, I call it. We came in, when all of us came into this world, our birth dates were noted at the time we took our first breath. So that is when God blessed us with our first life, when we took that first breath. So if you would join me, please, I'd like to, there are a lot of different breath techniques that I've been studying that I'm going to share with you all today for the first time. But for this one, this is real easy. we're just going to cover our hearts. Our heart is the center of our emotions, duh. But it's also where we house traditional Chinese medicine tells us that in our heart, we might also hold on to past memories, past traumas, anxiety, resentment, grief, lots of grief. So when we hold our hearts, when I get up in the morning, I literally, before I even get out of bed, I don't care what time it is, I hold my heart and I inhale, exhale through the mouth. And I'm just grateful for being alive and for being able to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes. We're going to inhale through our nose for 3 counts, and then we're going to slow it down and exhale for 5 with our mouths open. I know that's new for me. So again, we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale for a count of 5 with our mouths open. We're going to do that 4 times. Okay, so just kind of center yourself, protect your heart. You always want to protect your heart. The older we get, the more we have to protect it. And quietly, you're going to inhale for 3 counts. And then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. 1 more again. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So whenever we're feeling a little anxious, if you're out, if you're in, if you are feeling sad, if you're feeling anxious, if you're grieving, there's been a lot of loss this last year, starting in 2019. Some of us have lost people, lost loved ones. And the thing about grief is that we all grieve in our own way. We all grieve differently. And there's no timeline on grief. There's no timeline on grief. So one of the techniques that I want to share with you is from the emotional freedom technique of tapping. And right at this point where kind of like, right, your thyroid is right here. So let's protect the thyroid. We won't go in on the thyroid, but right below the thyroid, it's like a triangle. You have 2 bones that might be sticking up here, kind of on your collarbone area. And if ever you're feeling anxious, you want to take these 2 fingers and you want to just start tapping. And the wonderful thing about tapping is that you can tap anywhere. You can, I mean, I've been in, well, not recently, because I haven't been out in lines recently, but in my car, if I'm driving, for example, and I'm at a red light and I'm kind of feeling kind of overwhelmed by the energies, I just start tapping. If I'm on the phone with a client or if I'm in a Zoom conference, I mute myself out and just have my photograph up and I'm back here tapping. The other thing about tapping is you can also do it right here just with 1 set of fingers, but it's just a wonderful way to just kind of release those anxieties. And the reason why it's wonderful for releasing anxious tension and anxiety is because you are reverberating right next to your thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is located here. It's the wonderful thermostat for our hormones. And again, in these times during our day, if our hormones, if we're not used to regularly aligning our hormones, then they can be kind of little wonky at any given moment, all right? So we just want to tap to just kind of bring ourselves down again. So this is a wonderful thing to do, and it's very simple. And after you tap, you just take a deep breath, inhale in, and just let everything out. And literally, you're going to feel lighter through here. You're going to feel lighter on your shoulders and your back and right here in your chest area. It will open up your heart and open up your lungs. So I highly recommend tapping. The other, the other thing I want to talk about, which is very important, is that I mentioned earlier that we are in control individually of our own minds, right? That's a precious gift that we have that we should not ever take for granted. And I say that because there are many people who uncontrollably don't have that ability, whether it's to dementia or Alzheimer's or any type of mental illness. We're seeing through COVID recovery, we're seeing patients who have recovered and who are now thriving. They're still left with an after effect that's affecting the mental. And it shows up, it manifests as irritability or mood swings, extreme depression. And these might be signs of mental challenges and traumas that they've never dealt with before. For those of us, thank God, who may have avoided the COVID and have not been through COVID recovery, we are still dealing with the new environment of the buzz phrase, this new normal. And some people we're going through it very well. We're thriving through it, but there are others who are experiencing extreme PTSD. PTSD is any type of trauma to the mind, body, or spirit, all right? We mostly hear PTSD associated with our beloved veterans, with our beloved survivors of domestic violence and of sexual assault. But PTSD, you can experience PTSD based on any type of trauma. And your body, everybody's body is set to your own equilibrium, your own synergy. And if that energy or synergy is thrown off because of trauma, you will experience an effect. So what do we do? One of the products that I like to share is, and for this group today, my, first I want to talk about my Simmer Down Chica. I know many of you have experienced Down Chica. Simmer Down Chica was one of my Nana's original recipes. Now, my Nana lived to be 101 years old, and she was not on any medications. She did not have any mobility issues, and she did not have any dementia. So I am literally walking in her footprints and doing exactly as she taught me. The books, the notebooks, copious recipes and notes that I've found as I've gone through the family home. The one thing that she always told me about Simmer Down Chica, which I tweaked a little bit, this is the blend that will stabilize we women. Happy hormones. This is also the blend that it's instant gratification. With my blends, what I always recommend is you spray in the palm. You inhale. What you're inhaling is the rose and the geranium and the lilac. Floral essences, when we take essential oils and essences from flowers, flowers are feminine. So when we know how to blend the right ones together and we massage them into our arms, into our chests, our neck, that thyroid area, we can instantly stabilize our hormones. Floral essences are natural phytoestrogens. So if you are facing an imbalance, an estrogen imbalance, Simmer Down Chica and my other blends are wonderful to kind of get some estrogen absorbed into your bloodstream. Aromatherapy, there are 3 ways to experience the natural medicines of aromatherapy. That's through your olfactory, through inhaling, through absorbing through the skin directly into the bloodstream, and ingesting. So I highly recommend. Does anybody want to speak? Clea, speak on
Yes.
Simmer Down Chica, please.
Well, I was saying, yay! I love it. It is so good because I have a thyroid problem, as you know, and it's the only thing that works. It's really good because I don't want to take medication for it. I
No.
use anything other than medication, but it works so well with me. I just
Yay!
feel like myself. Okay.
Yay!
I feel like myself when I use it.
Yes,
And I
yes.
use it every day and before I go to bed at night too.
Yes, because it also helps you to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a problem with the little chatterbox mind and you find it difficult to fall asleep each night, you want the Simmer Down Chica, and you literally, after your bath or shower, you want to just lavish your whole body with it, and especially your feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I've put some of your other oils on my feet before.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the other blends, and I wanted to tell you for this group, and also, so I've also set with my blends an intention. So for example, Black Orchid, this is a blend of Lily of the Valley and Jasmine, and she inspires confidence and courage. And she was the first fragrance I made in honor of my Nana. And then I went next and developed Egyptian Goddess. Egyptian Goddess inspires comfort. I have amber, vanilla, and a light musk in Egyptian Goddess. And I find too that men like this as a massage oil, body oil as well. So Egyptian Goddess inspires a comfort and security that you might be feeling, you know, that warm hug that we all like to get many times throughout the day. And then I have my Cleopatra Love. Cleopatra Love is intoxicating. She has the jasmine, the gardenia, the rose. Brandy, do you want to speak on Cleopatra?
Yes, it's the best. My favorite. I'm like, don't ever stop making that. It's very relaxing. I think it's a really good mood stabilizer. Personally, I think it is. Makes you just feel very like sensual and just, I don't know. I love it how it feels.
So it makes you feel as I want it to make you feel. So I'm happy you said that, because Cleopatra is infused with jasmine. Jasmine is our essential oil, again, that if we ever need any just instant calming and soothing, inhale jasmine, inhale my Cleopatra Love. And jasmine is also another phytoestrogen. Jasmine is the aphrodisiac for women. So if you're wearing jasmine, if you're wearing Cleopatra Love, if you're wearing any fragrance with jasmine, be careful, I tell people, with that little ha 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 behind it, because you will attract, you will attract things, beings, pets, and you just want to be mindful of where you're wearing it. My body oils. So I wanted to let you all know that my body oils, which are normally, I forget what they're normally because I'm not doing the normal anymore. They're $10 for you. So if you want to stock up on anything, just let me know when we're finished, and it's $10, and I cover shipping as well. That's my gift to you. You all are trailblazers.
Awesome.
You're the beginning of something wonderful here with this Zoom conference thing. And then I recently, in the last year, created Unapologetic, because when I received my partnership with Macy's, I needed something to keep me going as I was preparing to launch last August. I needed something to keep me feeling energized, self-confident, spiritually grounded. So I created Unapologetic. I needed something that would allow me to use my voice and speak my truth. So the blend we have here, Ylang Ylang, Plumeria, jasmine. Unapologetic is a wonderful light fragrance, and it will give you courage. It will, and I'm not saying it will make you feel courageous. It will give you courage to speak your truth. I was negotiating a lot of deals, and if it weren't for my BFF and my attorney for life, Karen, I could have gotten myself, because I tend to speak sometimes, and I'm very sometimes blunt. I could have gotten myself in a lot of trouble, and having to read those contracts and so forth. If I didn't have an attorney that I know I can trust, who always has my back, we might have seen my Macy's launch. It could have gone any kind of way. So I was grateful that Karen was my partner as far as negotiating my contracts and so forth. And the fact that I was able to extend the longevity from not just that launch at Fashion Show Mall in August 2019, but to extend that brand ambassadorship through December of 2019 with Macy's, with the market at Macy's. So I'm very grateful for that. The rollerball parfums are exactly the same as the body oils, with one exception. They are parfums, which mean that they are the pure essence of the floral oils that I'm using. I don't have any synthetics. I don't use any fillers whatsoever. This is not a perfume. It is a parfum. And what I like about these is, because they're rollerballs, you can stick them anywhere. You can, when I used to go to my yoga studio regularly, I have one in my glove compartment, one in my yoga bag, many at home in different rooms of my house, purse, whatever. And again, when you're feeling anxious, you want to hit your thyroid, you want to hit between your eyes, your temples, if you experience headaches. If you're feeling hot at the back of your neck, you want to hit the back of your neck with the roller ball, and then you can just roll all over yourself the rest of your body. And I have a client who practically, I believe she drinks Black Orchid. Those of you who know my Brazilian friend Sandra, she will come and buy 5 of these. And you all know Sandra. Sandra is like fire. She will buy 5 of these at one time, and she's a very successful real estate agent here in the Las Vegas area. And she just goes in and boom, 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 and she's signing deals left and right. But when she talks about my Black Orchid to her friends, she will say that literally my Black Orchid saved her life. When we first met at one of my workshops in the Salt Room, she was experiencing a trauma in her life. And when I shared the Black Orchid and opened up our session with the Black Orchid and she inhaled it, she said it literally changed her life. So I have the roller balls in all of the fragrances that mimic the body oils.
I love my Black Orchid rollerball.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in my pocketbook. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a great place to have it. Even if you are, I know many of us are business owners here. And again, if we're dealing with difficult or dysfunctional clients, or if we're negotiating new deals for projects that we're doing, and we're feeling like maybe someone's not taking us seriously or not listening to or hearing our platform, literally excuse yourself, go to the ladies' room. I say grease up, roll down. And then literally when you walk in, you'll have a new attitude, and they will too. Trust me on that, okay? So another thing.
Ask a question, please. There are a lot of different emotions and feelings that we've talked about, but as you know, I'm writing. So is there something that inspires creativity?
Yes, there is. I'm glad you asked that. So one of the things that is purposeful with my blend, Rejuvaflex.
My favorite.
Yes. So Rejuvaflex is literally Nana's recipe, her liniment, right? So this is literally Vicks Vapor Rub in a bottle with 2 or 3 twists of Lottie, and one kiss from Dr. Monica. And this is wonderful if you have any type of soreness in your joints, if you have inflammation. I have a client who is in New York. She's had MS now. She's been thriving through MS now for 20 years. And when I started making my Rejuvaflex, she says she massages her legs with it every morning and then takes a massager vibrator and goes up and down, stimulates her muscles, and she can walk. She can walk without crutches or without being in a wheelchair. And one of the wonderful things about the Rejuvaflex is that it's infused with the menthols. So there's a trifecta, menthol trifecta. That's from the mint family. So you have the peppermint, you have the wintergreen, and you have the camphor. And what those do for you as you are writing, especially late at night, Karen, especially if you take your Rejuva and then massage directly your shoulders in the back, hit your temples on the side, hit the middle of your forehead right here. And as you're doing that, you're going to take a few breaths because you're going to massage here and your palm is open. You're inhaling all of those wonderful menthol aromas, that lemon, that tangy lemon. And then you're just going to kind of hold and like massage from your neck down to your heart.
Okay.
So try that.
Okay.
And in our next creative session, we'll do it together.
Okay.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to share with you all today is I made this Breathe. So I'm working on a new blend called Breathe. What's giving me life right now is in my diffuser, I'm diffusing lavender and lemongrass and then lemon. The lavender, of course, is, we all know lavender is an incredible healing essential oil. You can put it on burns and scrapes literally within 24 hours. The healing process in your body is triggered, okay, unless you're experiencing some other trauma with that injury. And then it's also an antidepressant, an antispasmodic, an antiviral. Lavender is just so wonderful. So I'm infusing lavender and then the spiciness of the lemongrass. So the lemongrass, it's kind of a yin-yang thing I've got going here. The lemongrass is giving me that little burst, kind of like that little mental burst that I need. It's giving me that energy around 3 p.m. when I start to flatline. And the combination together, it just smells amazing. A lot of spas that are around the country use, I'm giving you a secret, sharing a secret, but there's a synthetic, mine is natural. They use a combination of blend with lavender and lemongrass in it and diffuse it through the
Ventilation.
yeah, thank you. In spas, because that it's like an instant calmer. As soon as you walk into a spa, right, you notice how you are. You're just automatically, you're immediately relaxed, you know, even before you get to the hostess who says, "Can I check you in, please?" So,
And give you your $500.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right.
So it's the lavender and the lemongrass are usually their base notes. And then they do some other things that they stack throughout the spa. But I'm working on, it's called Breathe, and I'm using the same label design. What did I do with it? Oh, that you saw in our meeting notice. So I like those lungs. They have my favorite colors. So let's talk about breathing. Okay, so another thing when we are nervous or anxious or just really feeling lethargic, what I call breathing, and I'm going to share with you now the technique called in Sanskrit, which is ancient language in the Bible. Sanskrit, ujjayi breath. Ujjayi means victory. So the breath of victory, just saying the breath of victory again, that's giving us some inspired courage. And this breath is kind of cool because literally you're inhaling through your nose and then you're exhaling through your nose, mouth closed, the back of your throat. So it sounds like this. So the inhale is easy. The exhale requires a little bit. So if everybody could just kind of sit up, and you want to have an easy alignment, because what this breath does, if you don't want to grab a tea or a coffee when you start feeling flatline, you all know I tell you never to grab those energy drinks. What you want to do is you want to have a clear alignment pathway from your crown to your base. And the Ujjayi breath is oxidizing your blood. It is detoxing your system. It's opening your respiratory. So if you are, or if you know someone who has bronchitis or other asthma, breathing issues, Ujjayi breath is good. Okay, so it's gonna sound like this. Oh, I know other people call it ocean breath because it's literally, it's so calming. You sound like you're at the ocean, or it sounds like you're at the ocean. So if you'll join me, please, for Ujjayi breath, you're going to inhale through the nose and exhale with your mouth closed through the back of your throat. Inhale, please. And again, inhale. Once again, please inhale. Now, how do you feel?
Good.
Great.
Your mind is open?
Can you state the name of that type of breathing again? I didn't get that.
Ujjayi. So it's spelled Ujjayi.
Okay, thank you.
So as we are detoxing our lungs and opening up our hearts and sitting or standing in alignment, I want to share with you a couple of herbs that are wonderful for handling stress. They are adaptogens, which means that they are herbs that do what they do, and they're going to do what they do just for you. How about that? So you have the ashwagandha, which is an East Indian herb. It's an Ayurvedic herb. It's wonderful for decompressing the parasympathetic.
Can you spell that, please?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
ASHWAGAND is in day, HA, ashwagandha. Awful. It's also wonderful for women because it also helps to keep our hormones in alignment. The other herb is a traditional Chinese herb, and it is called astragalus.
Excuse me, Dr. Monica.
Yes.
How many milligrams of that should you take?
Okay, so the ashwagandha, it usually comes as 578 milligrams, and I take 2 after my breakfast or midday meal. So yeah, I would take 2.
All right, thank you.
Now, the astragalus root, this is in a liquid tincture, only because I like switching things up. I don't like to take a lot of pills. Sometimes I'm just defiant, and that's just me. But I like the astragalus tincture. Astragalus is a traditional Chinese herb, and this helps to fortify your blood. All right. It's full of B vitamins. So it's great for your blood. It's great for your muscle tissues, and it boosts naturally your metabolism. So astragalus is spelled ASTRAGALUS as in Sanford root. So astragalus root. It also comes in the form of capsules as well. So we have the ashwagandha and the astragalus. The other thing that I would encourage all of us to do on a daily, and you all who know me know what I'm about to say next. All right, so our liver, traditional Chinese medicine tells us that our liver houses anger and resentment. It is the organ that is really dumped on, because not only are we clogging it with what we're inhaling outside, pollution, what we might be eating, it's like the garbage disposal of the body. And if you don't flip that switch on a regular, things are gonna get clogged up. So we have to take care of our liver. Our liver is so important. And emotionally, if we're holding in anger, unresolved issues, madness, tension, resentment right in our liver, we're in trouble. We're doing ourselves a disservice, and we can fix it so easily. So every day when you wake up, before you take in any food, and I always recommend using fresh lemon juice, but if you don't have fresh lemons available, or if you don't have the time, this is from Sprouts. It's 100% organic, pure lemon juice, just a splash in like a 6-ounce alkaline water, okay? Alkaline water is wonderful. We should be drinking it anyway, because it immediately alkalinizes our pH, and that's what we want. We want to encourage thriving and optimal health in an alkaline environment, not an acidic environment. And the easiest way to make that happen is just to drink alkaline water, splash of lemon juice. That's your morning cocktail. Start out like that, because also lemons, natural lemons, they have so much vitamin C. So you're getting the vitamin C boost in the benefits. You are getting the alkaline in your body temple together. You're flushing out and detoxing your liver, which means that you're stabilizing your blood sugars. You are helping your heart. You're helping everything. You're helping your colon, your digestion, all of that. Okay, now the other thing I want to talk about with respect to mindset, and again, I'm spending a lot of time with mindset because there are things that we can do that are so easy. And one of the things I like to do is I like to create affirmations. Also, if you're going through any type of trauma, who likes to craft in the group? Yeah, any type of crafting, coloring books, drawing. For me, crafting is being in my aroma lab creating. That's my crafting. But I also like to create my own affirmations, because when you affirm who you are, what happens? When you affirm who you are and you speak it out to whomever comes in your path, no one can tell you what you are. You define yourself. No one defines you, okay? And if someone comes up to you and has the nerve to say, the audacity to say, oh, you know, Dr. Monica, you think you're this, you are that, blah, blah, blah. Yep, I am, and so what? What are you? Okay? So one of the, I made affirmations for us to go through, and I'd like you to repeat them after me because they're in sequence for a reason. So our first affirmation is, I am resilient.
I
I am
am
resilient.
resilient.
I am grounded in divine love.
I am grounded in divine love.
love.
I am proactive, not reactive.
I
am
am proactive, not
proactive,
reactive.
not reactive.
I feel boundless creativity.
I
feel boundless creativity.
creativity.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
Grateful.
I am beautiful.
I am
beautiful.
beautiful.
And finally, I be me.
I be me.
I be me.
I
I be
me.
Yay! So I find that when you go through your affirmations every day, and I have affirmations all over my house, on lampshades, on the back of doors, on mirrors, and a lot of them, they say things like protect your energy, or be mindful of your thoughts, or the ones that we just went through, I created especially for this group. But one that's in my house in a lot of rooms that I look at every day is, I am worthy. I am worthy. We always have to remember our worth, right? I am
Yeah,
worthy.
that's a biggie.
Yes.
It's huge. It's huge. Yes. So what do you do then when you want to connect a little bit more and kind of soothe everything, your mind, body, and spirit all at once? I am a strong believer in hydrotherapy, and that is water immersion. So whether it is doing some sort of pool exercise or swimming aerobics, the best thing you can do is just get into your bathtub. Get into your bathtub. I recommend soaking. Well, I take baths instead of showers. So I take a bath every day. But if you're a shower person, I recommend at least bathing twice a week. Just take that 20 minutes. Back by popular demand, I am going to be bringing back my pink Himalayan bath salts. So I'm going to be bringing those back. What I have for you now, though, you all are going to think, well, I have been losing my mind in a great way. This has been a very creative time for me. This COVID Chronicles has been very, very creative for me. I am now making bath images in the shape of my favorite fruits. So this is the pineapple, and this is the watermelon.
Ew.
Let's talk about pineapple and watermelon for a minute, because this is serious. Pineapple contains an amino acid called bromelain. Bromelain is amazing for your digestion. This is wonderful. It helps everything. It cleanses you out. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar. Pineapple is my best friend. And then watermelon, natural Viagra. But listen, a lot of people take watermelon for granted, because watermelon has more vitamin C in it than a lot of our citrus fruits. So watermelon is high in fiber. It is a natural libido booster, GPS, boost your libido. And it's wonderful for vitamin C. And then watermelon has another amino acid that helps with your heart health. So I've created, okay, I got molds. You all know I've got the heart molds and the ball molds, but I was getting kind of bored. So I ordered the fruit molds, and I just started with these so I could have them for this session. And so, and anything I make is dyed with vegetable dye, and I try to the best of my ability. And they don't really smell like pineapple or watermelon, but they've got a nice floral fragrance. I'm still working on the scents. I like to use everything natural. Also in my bath balls, which I have my traditional bath ball. This one is green tea and lemongrass. So I have the essential oils, but I also infuse them with magnesium. If you don't know about magnesium, let me tell you about magnesium for a minute. Magnesium is the mineral that we don't get enough of. Magnesium has over 300 wonderful healthful properties for our bodies and our minds. If you suffer with migraines, you should be taking magnesium. Talk to me afterwards and we can talk a little bit about that. If you have an issue falling asleep or relaxing, high anxiety, you should be taking magnesium. You should be taking magnesium if you have digestive effects. So magnesium is wonderful. And combined with the Epsom salts, the magnesium, the healthful essential oil blends, you have something very special here with my bath. What should I call them? Bath shapes. Because I have a heart here too. I got on hearts for a minute. Like in March, I was really into hearts, March, April, and May. And then, so now I'm trying to do, like I've got a green watermelon. A pineapple. I'm trying to do different colors and stuff. So I'm having fun up here in Shea 701. Just wanted to let y'all know that. So any type of infusion into water. And a very simple thing, just get you some regular Epsom salts and some essential lavender essential oil. And in your bath, put 2 cups of Epsom salt with, I would say 40 drops of your lavender essential oil. And then just try to soak for 15 minutes. You owe that much to yourselves. Don't be rushed to get out of the tub. Get in the tub and soak for 15 minutes. And the Epsom salts is wonderful because that's magnesium sulfate. And what that does is it pulls out all the toxins from your body, from all of your organs. So you're going to be feeling lighter, and it's also a natural diuretic. And so you're also going to be feeling incredibly relaxed. Are there any questions so far before we move on to Brain Gym?
I have a question, Dr. Monica.
Yes.
Okay, you were talking about the alkaline water. I want to know what your opinion is on the filters that you can buy. Is that something that you can use as an alternative to buying like alkaline water in the store?
I would say yes. It depends on the filter. And so I would definitely say that if you're going to do the filter option, which I think is a very valid option, make sure you do your research and then filter on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So one of the techniques that I promised was the 16-second technique that will change your life. This is what I call 16 seconds of brain gym. What this does, it is another breath technique, but it immediately opens up your mind. So like Karen is writing, she's getting ready to publish a book. Dr. Trina just published a book. Randy and Charlene are in the middle of revamping their business model and thinking about what they're going to do next with their candle and home fragrance company. Katrina is thinking about, is she going to move? Where's she going to go? What she's going to do next with her healing business. And Clea is, and I'm speaking this into Clea, she's thinking about what healing therapies in her business she's going to start. So with this brain technique, this is so easy. You're going to take your thumbs and place them in the pads of your fingers and then cover with your fingers. Just like a kid has a 2-year-old has a tantrum, but we're not going to tantrum. We're not going to wild out. We're going to hold close to your heart, away from your heart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale with your mouth closed. Then you're going to open your mouth and do a quick inhale, which is going to just give you like a burst of, oh my gosh, what happened? And then you're going to exhale with your mouth closed. So it looks like this. I'll do it twice. So literally And keep that tension here, okay? You're gonna do this. Okay, I'll do it again. Inhale. And when you open your eyes, you might feel lightheaded, but it's all good. That means that you have immediately oxygenated your brain. You're going to have energy for the rest of the afternoon and even into the evening. And you're just going to feel so positive. So you ready to do it along with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hold your hands, take the position, and we're going to inhale. Exhale. Last a breath. Exhale. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale. Burst. Exhale.
Hmm.
How do you feel?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so what did we just do? We boosted our neurotransmitters. We released the dopamine, the adrenaline, and the serotonin. So we released not only natural energy, mental clarity, but also the adrenaline, which is going to give us a natural burst of energy, which is going to carry us through the rest of the summer solstice, which is, I think it's the longest day of the year. Well, the longest day of light. Okay, now, before we wrap up with our soothing seated stretch series, are there any questions?
What was that breathing technique called?
The 16-second brain gym.
Oh, okay.
So before we move into the seated stretch series, and the seated stretch series is really to just kind of release the toxins in our spine and help us with our flexibility of our spine. Do you know that the more flexible your spine is, the longer your longevity is, okay?
Yes.
So if you want to stay young and cute, you have to keep that spine flexible. And the other thing I want to say that might have been challenging during this time that we were on self-quarantine is that many of us might not have been out as much getting our proper exercise. You have to exercise every day. I don't care if it's going out in your backyard. I don't care if it's exercising inside, stepping, walking, whatever, because when we don't exercise and move these energies of all this trauma that we're receiving in our bodies, the cortisol hormone kicks in. Our cortisol hormone, if we don't have a way for it to move around and release all of that, it gets stuck in our middle and it causes diabetes, heart disease, and other issues, because if we're not releasing that hormone properly through energy, through exercise, it might cause future health problems. So one of the things that I would recommend, if you are leery of going back to your gym or your health club, or you know you're just not gonna do it, Planet Fitness, and this is not an endorsement for Planet Fitness, I don't have a membership with them, but the one thing that I do like that they started doing on day one, on March 3rd, was they introduced a 20-minute work-in every day for free. And they're still doing it in spite of the fact that they've opened up many of their gyms and facilities across the country. You can get Planet Fitness on YouTube. I specifically like working out with my trainer, Teddy, who is a brother from Baltimore. He's hot. And I also like my sister, Asia, my trainer, Asia. She's sweet energy, young millennial, just bright and energetic. And then there might be a couple of others thrown in. But Teddy was so popular when he hit the first time, they now name Tuesday after him. Training with Teddy Tuesdays or Teddy Tuesdays. Anyway, Planet Fitness, the Planet Fitness Facebook page also has archived all of the workouts, but it's just easy peasy to go to YouTube, click on Planet Fitness, scroll through, look for Teddy, look for Asia. She spells it A-J-A, of course. And 20 minutes, 25 minutes to a great work in, and it's doing what it do for you, okay? So I highly recommend that. So with that, the seated stretch series. This is wonderful, again, to keep your spine flexible, to keep your mental clear, to keep everything in alignment. You want to begin with I love this rocking motion back and forth. Just rock back and forth. We're going to do this. Just start inhaling. Close your eyes. And I want you on your own to count to your own 20, your own number 20. We're going to do this 20 times. This is releasing the base of the spine. When we are under a lot of stress, when we are especially dealing with stress in our finances, our residences, our basics like food and clothing, it's helpful just to sit, breathe, and rock. Release the base of that spine, because if we're dealing with any of those issues, we might start to feel a little back pain or back sensitivity in that area that we normally don't feel. So you just want to sit and rock and release all of that. Inhale in and exhale to your own timing. And then you want to come to stillness. Just let everything consolidate. Then you want to, do you all just know how to do the corkscrew? Just like easy to the side. So this is opening up our lower intestine, our second, third, and fourth vertebrae. It's getting into our, where are we getting into? A lot of things. This is wonderful for just, it's called the suffice grind. And this opens up, if you have stiffness in your hip, in your lower pelvic area, this is a wonderful hip opener, okay? So you want to suffice grind, and then you want to come. Again, you're not in a hurry, you just want to come and let everything consolidate. Then you want to move to the other side, because you never want to just do one side and not do the other, because then you'll be lopsided. You want to keep your body in alignment always. And again, it feels good. It feels good to release the spine. We take our backs for granted. We take our spine for granted. Like it's just automatically, we're just going to get up and we're going to feel great. Some days, most days, hopefully we do. Some days we might have a twinge in the lower back. Okay. And then again, you just want to come and just let everything consolidate. And as we move up the spine and looking at the front of our body to the area where we have our pancreas, our gallbladder, and our solar plexus, we're going to place our forefingers on our shoulders at the front with the thumbs in the back. Some of you know what's coming, and I'm just going to say, just do 5 of these. You can also increase this as you do this on your own every day, but you just want to inhale to the left, and then you're going to exhale through your mouth to the right. So it looks like this. I usually do this for a full minute, and I'm also affecting my liver when I do this, so I'm also detoxing my liver at the same time. And again, you're massaging those organs, the solar plexus, the gallbladder, the pancreas, all very important, again, for insulin, for blood pressure, cholesterol, digestion, okay? So then we get to, I think I wanted to go into, oh, the heart opener. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is one of the things that's important. We talked about how important it is to keep our hearts open right now. Don't become so jaded and so just full of despair and just so angry and just so mean or bitter that your heart closes, okay? So what you want to do for your heart opener is you want to have your arms outstretched, and you're literally going to cross in front one way, pull out, and then cross in front the other way. So we're just going to do 10 of these, and I'll count down 10. But again, you want to do these like every position you want to do for at least a minute, okay? And preferably when you wake up. So we're going to just go and just go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! Okay, so that keeps this part of your heart open. It also helps you with your lungs, again, to get that lung capacity, that respiratory. Very important for keeping our immune systems at our optimal level. And then next, I love this part because the 2 main areas where we hold all of our stress, lower back and shoulders. So like, you know, get that off of my back, get that itch off my back, right? So we're going to do some shoulder shrugs, and we're going to do a little variation. So we're going to add the breath to it. So the shrug part is going to be both up and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then we're going to go into the right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of the up downs and 5 of the right, left, right? And then at the same time, we're going to do some breath like, did you get it?
Oh, pass out this one.
There'll be a little mistakes from right from left there, but.
Okay. So let's start out just with the shoulder shrugs, up and down. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Get that itch off my back. Right, left, right, left, up, down, up, down. Beautiful. Do you feel better?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do.
And then when you want to add a little swag to it, get the shoulders moving back. So forward and back. Okay. You literally want to open up this whole area. Not only are shoulder shrugs wonderful for relieving stress and tension, but it's also great for working out your thyroid area.
Ooh.
Give that thyroid a workout. Yes. Yeah, so these are just easy things that we can do to help ourselves feel better. And we deserve to feel the best we can possibly feel every day, regardless of what's going on. Now let's talk about neck rolls. Neck rolls, we want to go easy with the neck rolls. You don't ever want to do these quickly and snap your neck, okay? That's not the aim here. But this helps with the limbic part of the brain. It helps with your thyroid. It helps focus through the amygdala, which is the front part of your brain. And we just want to go along, stop, whatever way you started, reverse. And this too, you can do these kinds of things in a car. At the red light, you can get 2 or 3 of these in, you know? And then easily bring your head straight. And then finally, I want to talk about kind of releasing some of these stagnant energies in your in the amygdala, the hippocampus, the limbic parts of your brain, and we're going to do some tapping again. So it doesn't matter if you're going to tap with your right hand or your left hand, but you want to hit that crown part, and you just want to tap up here gently. Don't beat yourself up. We just want to be gentle to ourselves, you know? And as you're tapping, you want to say, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am smart, I am grateful, I am blessed. Right? Just tap. Okay? This is stimulating your brain, the areas of your emotions, the areas of your creativity, the areas of your stamina. Okay? Yep, and then you can switch it up, just like Dr. Trina switched it up. And you can also do both hands at one time, right? You can cover a lot of area doing both hands at one time. And then after you tap here, tap again right here. And then place your hands over your heart. We're going to inhale one more time, a huge inhale, hold it, and then a slow exhale. So let's inhale together, please. Hold. I am so grateful for you all. I just cannot tell you. You all made my week. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. There are just 2 other things I want to share with you. I know many of you are in love with my facelift in a bottle, which is my face serum. I don't wear makeup. I wear my red lipstick every day, even in my own house by myself. And but the wonderful thing about the face serum, frankincense and rose oils are the oils that will help with any type of wrinkles, dryness, age spots, whatever. This is a great face serum. And then the one product that Nana taught me that has been in my family for 75 years is Nana's Healthy Hair Elixir. This stimulates your scalp for healthy hair growth. I have this placed in hair salons across the country, and this grows hair for women and for men. As long as your hair follicles are live, you can grow and thrive some hair. Are there any questions? Anyone?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
Dr.
great.
I'm so happy you
Thank
did
you
it.
so much.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you.
So do we just go online to place our order for those oils, or do we tell you?
Just tell me, like when we get off now,
Okay.
slide into my DM and
Okay.
tell me which ones you want. These are only
Okay.
$10, seriously.
Okay.
And I'm, I do the curbside pickup or whatever.
Okay.
I feel very relaxed
I'm
and
so
energetic at the same time. So. And clear. That's important.
I'm very happy to hear that. That was my goal.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Thank you all, and I will see you again soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye. Be
Bye-bye.
safe.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey,
That was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Next time,
Yeah.
I want you to, I want to see your face.
Well, something's, I don't know, my computer's acting, my light is on for the camera, but the camera's not on. So
Oh.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to mess around with it a little bit. And I was afraid if I start tinkering with it, I would lose the connection. So I didn't bother it.
No, I'm glad you didn't, because that's the thing. You just never know. But isn't Zoom wonderful?
Yes, it's great.
I know. I mean, we empaths, I didn't think, seriously, I was thrust into the Zoom thing in March, and I didn't really think that it was going to be a vehicle where I could still reach people the way I like to reach people.
Mhm.
And then as an empath, I was like, Zoom ain't going to work for me. But it's wonderful. It works better, actually.
Yes, you look great too, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you. Thank
I mean,
you.
your skin is just glowing.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you. Yeah, so just let me know if there's anything that you want, any of the oils you want. And
No,
I'll
I
make
definitely want to I definitely want to use that face. I want to get that facelift in a bottle.
Oh, okay, cool.
And probably that, the Cleopatra one.
Oh, yeah. Cleopatra, I promise you. This was so funny. When my first salt room, when I unveiled the Cleopatra, I remember Charlene was working with the different theater productions in the different hotels, right? And she wasn't sleeping at all. She was just going, a lot of other stuff was going on. She literally was getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Ask her about this. It's so funny.
Oh.
She bought this that day and rubbed it all over her body. And she said she fell asleep and she slept 8 hours straight through.
Wow.
And she had like vivid dreams. And that was the first time that had happened for her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know Brandy was telling me about that. She was like, you gotta use a little bit though. Don't use too much.
Yeah, Brandy is another one. She loves this one. It's Cleopatra is powerful.
Oh,
What I did was I literally researched Cleopatra and all of her beauty secrets. And then I took all of the florals and oils that she used to use and combined them into one blend.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So I could just DM you and order my stuff and okay.
Yeah, just DM me. Yep. Just DM me and we'll work it out.
Oh, thanks again. I'll be at the next one too.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
Awesome.
You take care.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. Thank you
See
again.
you soon.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye.